There have been so many times where I would say that this is it. This is the time that I finally lock in and hit my goals. And a whole week would go by, I would wake up with the best intentions, and then the distractions would start coming in, the self-doubt, and that little voice inside your head that just pulls you right off track. And then I would be right back where I started, if not worse, because I lost every little bit of trust I had in myself. It's not that I didn't want it, it's the fact that I hadn't learned how to stay locked in and actually enjoy the process. So if you've ever gone through that same cycle, in this video I'm going to show you exactly how you can lock in and stay consistent and actually enjoy the process of achieving your goals, and not just with hustle but actually with purpose, because you're supposed to enjoy the grind, you're supposed to enjoy the journey and live your life along the way, because you are not put here just to live on autopilot. And just like me, I know that you have a version of yourself that you're stepping into. You have a vision, you have big goals. And yes, while going through that entire cycle of yo-yoing was just frustrating and exhausting, I'm grateful for it because it helped me realize that discipline is the true golden key to the life that I was visualizing. And discipline is not about forcing yourself. It's about deciding who you are and then aligning your actions with her daily. This is about becoming magnetic, unstoppable, and fully locked in on a future that you know is already yours. Let me say something that might shift the way you look at discipline. You already have discipline. Discipline is not this rare trait that only these super productive people have. It's literally what you consistently prioritize. That's all discipline comes down to. People make it out to be this bigger thing than it actually is, when it is literally just what you prioritize. And whether you realize it or not, you've been practicing discipline literally every single day. You've disciplined yourself to hit snooze 5 times before you get out of bed. You have disciplined yourself to scroll before going to bed every night. So it's not about whether you have discipline, it's about where you're putting it. So the next time you catch yourself saying, I'm not consistent, really just stop and ask yourself, what am I actually making a priority with my time, my energy, and my attention? Because if you can stay on TikTok for 30 minutes, you can go for a 10-minute walk outside. You don't need to go find discipline or tell yourself you don't have it or it's something you need to go learn. It's not. You already have it in you. You're already practicing it. You just need to reclaim it and then redirect it into the areas of your life that are actually going to fuel you and move you towards your goals. Start giving your best energy to the life that you say that you want, and not just the habits that feel easy right now. And when you can do that over and over again, that is how you fully lock in. Discipline does not start with the perfect planner, with the perfect routine. It literally starts with a decision about who you are and who you're no longer willing to be. The version of you that you've been visualizing, the one that shows up, stays focused, and creates the life that she wants, she's already here. Literally, the only thing standing in the way between you and her are the negotiations that you make with yourself. Just 5 minutes. I'll start tomorrow. I need a break. Every single time that you say yes to thoughts like that, you're literally looking at that identity that you're trying to become and saying, no, I'm good. I'm gonna just stay the way I am. That's not what we want, okay? We want to say yes to that new identity and really start aligning with that new version of ourselves. And these thoughts just don't support that. So today, make that decision. Who are you when no one is watching? Who do you become when it's not convenient? When there's no one clapping for you yet? That's where your true identity lies. That's where the real change really happens. Because it's really easy to just do something when it feels easy. When there's someone watching you, holding you accountable. When it's just you and yourself, and you have to make that choice of showing up and aligning with that version of you, when you can decide to do that just because no one's watching and do it solely for you, that's when you can really lock in to becoming her. You cannot just wait to feel ready. You cannot wait for motivation to just show up, because as I've said before in many videos, motivation is like that flaky friend that you cannot rely on. You ask them to be there when you need them, but in the back of your head, you just know they're gonna bail. Motivation is literally the same thing. It just shows up when it wants, and then it just is gone whenever you really need it, which is where the discipline comes in. So we don't wait to just become this new identity. We become her first and then take action from that place. And people don't take seriously enough what they attach the words I am to. And if you're telling yourself, I am tired, I am exhausted, I am in need of a break, I am not ready, like, you're really tying your identity to these thoughts that don't even need to be yours. Become conscious of what you're telling yourself. What are you attaching I am to? And really try to flip that and turn them into affirmations, saying that I am confident, I am that girl, I am fit, I am healthy, and just saying those things to yourself and really just saying it till you believe it. Say it with emotion. That is going to rewire your thoughts, and it's going to give you an immediate energy boost, because you're literally telling yourself these things, and as you tell yourself over and over, you're going to start believing it. And whenever you believe it, you start to take actions from those beliefs instead of your old ones. And yes, it is going to feel awkward at first. You can journal this out, but I really suggest you actually say it out loud. Say it in the mirror, say it in your car, say it with all of the belief that you have in you and with energy. And this is going to really help you stop negotiating with your old self. When you can do that, you will literally start becoming this new identity that you want to be, and that discipline is going to come through naturally. And something else I really want to clear up, because I feel like there's this negative stigma around discipline. It's not this grimy, grind till you drop, exhausting kind of process. Discipline is a vibe, okay? And we have to treat it like a vibe. Discipline is you saying that I'm a high frequency woman and I only act like a high frequency woman. Because that life that you want, with the consistent routines, the soft mornings, the stacked bank account, the dream body, she didn't get there by just trying to be good. She got there by literally being in alignment with those things. That is what real discipline is. It's moving like you're already that version of you. And it's not because you have to. It's because you refuse to drop your energy to match those old patterns. So whenever it's 6 a.m., your alarm goes off, you don't hit snooze. It's not because you're scared of failing. It's because that next level version of you, she's already up. She's already locked in. She is leading her day. And that's how you shift. You stop asking yourself, do I feel like doing this? And you start asking instead, does this match my frequency? Is this decision making me magnetic? Is this action aligned with my next level? Even if it's uncomfortable. Actually, especially if it's uncomfortable, that's when you choose your higher self. Because whenever you can hold your energy to that identity, the universe has to meet you there. Because discipline is not just grinding your soul down like it's been made out to be in hustle culture. It's literally just raising your standard and shifting your priorities. Because whenever you shift into that identity from your discipline, you yourself are a vibe, because you're magnetic, because you're such a high frequency woman. You are attracting opportunities left and right. You feel the most confident version of yourself. You look amazing. And that energy is unstoppable. And it's all from discipline. It is all from what you prioritize. It's not punishing yourself. It is literally reclaiming your power. One of the key things that I've learned in my journey of building discipline is that you can't operate or become this new identity if you are operating out of a space that reflects your old patterns. You have to set the stage for your success, because your environment is a mirror, and it's either pulling you into your power or it's going to keep you stuck in your old patterns. So if your space is cluttered, chaotic, full of distractions, don't be surprised if your mindset starts to match that energy. Just think about this for a second. How do you feel when your desk is all clean, it's all organized, your bed's made, your laundry is done, your floor is freshly vacuumed, and your fridge is full of your healthy food, your meal prep. That is a vibe, okay? Because whenever your environment can support the identity that you're stepping into, your actions will naturally follow. Which, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know that I love to call this setting up green lights for yourself, which is basically setting up your environment to make it where your habits are as easy and effortless as possible, so all you have to do is show up. For example, just place your journal out where you can see it. Place your workout clothes folded and ready to go in a spot you know you're going to see it, so all you have to do is put them on. Lay out your yoga mat. Fill up your water bottle. Whatever you have to do to just make something easier on yourself so you don't even have to sit there and think about it or have time to negotiate it with yourself, that is what you need to do. Make your space a reflection of the highest version of yourself. The version who follows through, who protects her energy, and who is fully locked in. Because whenever your environment matches your vision, your habits automatically rise to meet it. You also need to move even if that action is messy action. Messy action is way, way better than no action. You are not always gonna have the perfect routine, a clean space, or the energy to even just go all in. Discipline isn't just built on the days where it feels like everything is flowing and everything is in alignment. It's really built on the days where it feels messy, uncomfortable, chaotic, but regardless of all of those things, you choose to show up anyway, even if it's only for 2 minutes, even if it's not aesthetic, even if it's not what you planned, which is something I had to learn because I love having a plan, and if I make a plan and something doesn't go to plan, it takes me a minute to readjust to it. And this is because I realized that the version of me I was becoming and the version of yourself that you're stepping into, she doesn't just move whenever everything is in alignment or perfect, and she doesn't always move big, but she's always moving. So the next time that you feel like you're spiraling, like you just want to check out and you want to quit, just stop and ask yourself, what is one small action that I can take that aligns with that version of me that I'm becoming? Even if you don't do anything else for that day, if you can just do one thing for yourself before laying your head down on your pillow at night, even if it's just setting up the next day, so while yes, you may not have done something that one particular day, you set yourself up to do better the next day. I've had multiple times where a day didn't go as I planned, or maybe my energy just fell off, and I just took that time to regroup, and I had an even better day the next day. So whatever small action you can do, even if it's just a 5-minute walk, just setting out your workout clothes, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, just do that one small thing that you know that the identity you're stepping into, what she would do if she felt that same way. Maybe it's literally just putting on a playlist and going to stretch for like 2 minutes. I'm telling you, you have got to drop the idea of being perfect and just focus on being present. Because whenever you keep showing up, even through the mess, that's how you prove to yourself that you are fully locked in, which therefore is going to reinforce that belief of your new identity, and you're just going to keep taking actions from that place, and before you know it, you're going to look back and realize how far that you went. You didn't even realize it because you were just so focused on being present, doing what you could in the moment, and keeping your energy aligned with that identity that you're stepping into. And by doing this, you are literally moving with intention, because discipline isn't always about just doing the thing. It's about becoming the woman who does it without second guessing, without shrinking, and without waiting for the perfect moment. And the fastest way to step into her energy is to create rituals for yourself that you can do every single day that anchor you to her. Because routines keep you organized, but rituals actually change you. Because a ritual is not about just checking off another task. It's about locking into that identity and holding it like it's already yours. So no, you do not need more productivity hacks. You just need little moments in your day that remind you that I don't chase, I align. And one of the ways that I personally love to do this is just starting my day with intention and alignment, whether that be a morning meditation, a workout, writing in my gratitude journal. Those are ways that you can anchor your discipline into something even deeper than just willpower. And it really helps your habits and the actions that you take that day flow from that alignment and intention and not just being forced. You stop forcing the consistency and you just start embodying it because you already believe that you are that identity, that you are that version of yourself. And this is what really locks you in. It's a decision that you make every single day to show up as her no matter what. This is literally everything that I have personally learned on my own journey of building discipline and staying locked in even on the days when I didn't feel like it. And I really hope that this helped you reframe discipline in your mind, because I feel like it can be so intimidating. It can be built bigger in our heads than what it actually is. It's been associated with so much hustle culture and just kind of put into a negative connotation as far as like feeling like you're sacrificing everything. And it's not. It is simply your priorities and where you choose to put those priorities. That is literally all discipline is, and showing up consistently to those priorities. So you already have discipline. Don't sit there and tell yourself that you don't, because you do. You just have to be disciplined about the right things. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful. Feel free to reach out in the comments. I would love to hear about your own journey and how you plan on locking in for this summer and even the rest of this year. I'm so excited because we are already, as I'm filming this, almost into July, which I cannot believe, but it's going to be a great second half of the year, and hopefully this video will help you make it even better. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If it did help you out, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!